Are there any?
What?
Other wizards?
There are 5 of us. The greatest of our order is Saruman, the white. Then there are the 2 blue wizards. I've quite forgotten their names.
In the ancient annals of Middle-earth, amidst tales of valor and despair, there exists a thread of mystery woven by 2 enigmatic figures, the Blue Wizards, Alatar and Pallando. Sent from the Undying Lands by the Valar themselves, their mission was no less critical than that of Gandalf, Saruman, or Radagast. Yet their tale diverged into obscurity, shrouded by the vastness of the East and the veil of time. Here is their story, pieced together from fragments of lore, a tapestry of courage, failure, and enduring hope. The Blue Wizards arrived in Middle-earth in the Second Age, dispatched alongside Saruman and Gandalf. Chosen by the Valar, specifically by Orome the Huntsman, their purpose was to assist in the battle against Sauron's growing shadow. Alatar, known for his unwavering resolve, and Pallando, gifted with an intuitive understanding of the unseen, embodied qualities deemed essential for a mission of great peril. While Saruman sought knowledge in the West and Gandalf delved into the affairs of men and elves, Alatar and Pallando ventured beyond the familiar. Their journey took them far to the east, into lands scarcely spoken of in the West, the expansive plains of Rhûn, the deserts of Khand, and the shadowy jungles of the far south. It was here that their true quest began, to disrupt Sauron's influence over the hearts of men and to kindle hope in forgotten corners. Crossing the misty mountains and passing beyond the Sea of Rhûn, the Blue Wizards encountered a realm utterly different from the West. They found vast empires ruled by tyrants who bent their knees to Sauron, worshipping him as a dark god. Yet within these lands were also seeds of rebellion, small factions of men who resisted domination, tribes who yearned for freedom but lacked the means to fight back. Alatar became a figure of inspiration among the oppressed. He was a warrior in spirit, rallying disheartened peoples and teaching them the art of resistance. Pallando, meanwhile, took on a quieter role. He sought knowledge of ancient magics and hidden lore buried deep in the cultures of the East. Together, they formed a delicate balance of strength and wisdom, complementing one another as they worked to weaken Sauron's grip. Sauron's influence in the East was not passive. His agents, including the Black Númenóreans and the Cult of the Eye, worked tirelessly to maintain control. When word of rebellion reached the Dark Lord's ears, he dispatched his servants to root out the threat. One of the pivotal moments came when the Cult of the Eye captured Alatar during a daring raid. Pallando, using his cunning and mastery of illusion, infiltrated the cult's stronghold and freed his companion. However, the price of their escape was high. Many of their allies were slain, and their movement scattered. This defeat marked a turning point, forcing the Blue Wizards to reconsider their methods. As the centuries passed, the pressure of their mission and the isolation of their journey began to weigh heavily on the Blue Wizards. Alatar grew increasingly militant, believing that only through force could they achieve their goals. Pallando, ever the dreamer, sought subtler paths, using diplomacy and weaving alliances among the tribes. This divergence in philosophy strained their partnership. Alatar ventured deeper into the south, where he became embroiled in an all-out war against Sauron's minions. His once noble cause began to blur as he adopted ruthless tactics, reminiscent of the enemy he sought to destroy. Pallando, disheartened but unwilling to abandon hope, remained in the east, striving to preserve what fragile alliances he could. Before we continue with the video and my further explanation about the Blue Wizards, I want to ask for your help. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of February. I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe and help me out. Let's continue. Over time, the presence of the Blue Wizards faded into legend. In some tales told by the men of the East, they were revered as gods who descended to free them from darkness. In others, they were feared as bringers of chaos, whose meddling unleashed untold suffering. The truth, as is often the case, lay somewhere in between. Alatar's campaigns disrupted Sauron's supply lines and weakened his hold over the south, but they also left scars on the land and its people. Pallando's efforts at unity bore fruit in small pockets of resistance that would endure long after he was gone. Together, though divided, they planted seeds that would sprout in the unlikeliest of places. As the Third Age dawned, the influence of the Blue Wizards diminished. Sauron's power in the east remained strong, though not absolute. When the War of the Ring erupted, their efforts of centuries past bore fruit, however faint. Several Easterling tribes abstained from joining Sauron's armies, and small rebellions in Khand and Rhûn diverted some of his forces from the main theater of war in the west. Yet, the ultimate fate of the Blue Wizards remains a mystery. Some say they perished in their quest, consumed by the enormity of their task. Others believe they faded into obscurity, wandering the farthest reaches of Middle-earth, their hearts heavy with the weight of failure. A few daring tales suggest that they succeeded in ways unseen, shaping the course of history in ways subtle but profound. Though their tale is incomplete, the legacy of Alatar and Pallando endures. They were not heroes in the conventional sense. Their deeds were marked by both triumph and tragedy. Yet they embodied the resilience of those who fight against overwhelming darkness, even when victory seems impossible. In the end, the story of the Blue Wizards is not merely one of failure or success. It is a testament to the enduring struggle against tyranny and the quiet courage needed to ignite hope in the most desolate of places. Their journey, though obscured by time, adds a rich and poignant chapter to the legendarium of Middle-earth, reminding us that even the most forgotten of tales can carry the brightest of flames. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and like for more videos like this. It's a small click for you, but it means a lot to me. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you on the next one.